All right, here we go. The last and final day or video of Nationals, PCC Open Nationals. So last night was the award ceremony. Match is all finished. I made it through the match. I shot a video last night. Unfortunately, I didn't have my microphone working. I was not really paying attention, not in the right mindset to make a video last night anyway. So it's probably glad that it didn't work. I'm a little frustrated after the match. I've had at least a few hours of sleep. Got to get up early today to get ready to get out of here for my flight. Went and hung out with some friends afterwards last night. Had a lot of great conversations about the sport and where we're going with the sport and where we hope the sport goes and all these different things. So I had a really, really good night last night. Was not in the best of moods. A little frustrated with myself, trying not to be. But I'm an ultra competitive person with myself, not even with other people, just with myself. I don't even think about how other people shot. I think about how I shot and the things that I need to put myself through and the work that I have to, now the grind that I have to go through to get where I need to be. I shot the best match I've ever shot, for sure, by far, but the worst results with that shooting. I mean, I had the most alphas I've ever had. I was the most visually focused I've ever been. I was pretty focused throughout the match, but every day I had one flub. Something happened at the match that cost me big. It was pretty bad. So day 3 was by far my worst day. That's usually my best day at Nationals because I don't know, I get more focused the more difficult and the more tired I get. But not this match. I made some mistakes that were just absolute rookie mistakes that I haven't made in some of these mistakes, I can't tell you if I've even made them before. It was pretty bad. Some of it was equipment. I didn't have enough equipment with me, and that was my fault. But you know, I should know better than to follow the WSBs at this point at matches. So it's you know, nothing against the match. It's just I didn't bring enough mags, and I guess I was a little stubborn and didn't try to borrow extra mags like I should have. So I also use a little bit different equipment than other people. Like I like to reload with small mags. Most people don't. They use the big sticks. That's just not something I like. But it's, you know, it is what it is. So I have to deal with it. But I learned a lot. I learn at these matches every single time I go to them. I definitely learn every single time I go. I'm tired of getting my ass kicked, and unfortunately, it's the only way you learn these lessons, I think. It's definitely something that I'm figuring out quickly, that you learn through torture in this sport. A lot of the times, you don't really, especially when it comes to the mental game or, you know, when to make those decisions, you have to kind of be confronted with them. One thing that would probably have helped me when I first started was a coach, like having somebody teach me kind of the shooting part, so I didn't focus as much on that part. But, you know, when I first started, I had to teach myself how to shoot. And then now I'm learning the second half of this sport, which is the match management. I've gotten way better at it. Like I said, I was 5 out of 6 stages both days are great. It's that 6th stage, and that usually that 6th stage is just kind of you know, a butt kicking. So it's one of those things where you just can't drop points like that. You can't have a massive, you know, flub on a stage. You have to keep it pretty consistent. And I did. I kept it consistent. I just needed to be for 6 out of 6 stages, and you know, at least give myself a chance to finish for a national championship. So I had a chance at 3rd place on day 3, and I ended up 10th place overall. So it was definitely not my best performance on day 3, but I had some great stages. I had some good runs, but even in some of those great runs, I still had a mistake that cost me pretty big. So it just is what it is, and it's how it goes in the sport. That's why I think I keep coming back. Sometimes you just don't always have it, and it's very frustrating for me. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't make the video last night, or I'm glad the audio didn't work, because probably showed through a lot more on the video. I was pretty frustrated with myself and beating myself up last night. So I got some sleep and pretended to be happy today about it. So now it's time to get back to the growing part and, you know, getting better. It's all I can do. But all right, guys, if you have any questions, hit me up in those comments, and I'll see you on the range.